Yeah, it's Loc. Yo, I put my life on the line for this. Only one life to live, I could've died for this. If I die, blow the smoke and keep it light. Don't cry, just ride for me. Just ride, yo. I put my life.
Before I start, I realized in my last video that people were upset and pretty much wiling out on me for adding the speculations into the video. So, from now on I'll try to stick with the facts throughout the video. On another note, make sure you go tap in my Instagram for more uncensored content and uncut videos, as I can't show some on YouTube. You can also DM me there as well, if you want to quickly reach me and request a future video. I appreciate the support I'm getting and make sure to keep tapping in the subscribe button for more future videos. Thanks.
Yo, one-on-one boy, cause we jump niggas. If it ain't the 4-5, it's the pump, nigga, you dumb nigga. Try to keep calm, but niggas make me lose my cool. When my mama used to beat me, tell my ass to go to school, don't be a fool. She had a vision, seeing me with tools. Nigga, fuck the court system, cause I'm known to break the rules.
This is 25-year-old Christopher McLean, or better known as Geezy Loc. Another rap name he went by in his later years was 19. He was popular and well-known Toronto rapper, and a member of the A2H group. Geezy Loc was also known collaborating with a lot other rappers, with the likes of Geezy Loc in the song 10 On. Shine Dot, Rookie and Banana Clip in Writing Dog Remix.
I'm riding, no second guessing, get your weapon. This one ain't cool when you planking, nigga, for disrespecting. I read niggas, but trying to play Superman in a wheelchair or a palm box in the sand.
We even managed to hop in a track with a UK artist named Saner in 752 Fizzy.
Before the cops get you, squeeze first up, boy, don't let a shot hit you. 7-5 to the 8-50. Girl spin on the tray I made before I get
Look, if the barrel on the tray spins, then you're gone, bro. It can happen anywhere between the UK and Toronto. Niggas know we're rolling with that thingy with the long nose. You better mind your business, could get sticky on the wrong road.
He also did numbers on his own songs like Don't Trust, Hollow Tips, and On The Line, That's Me. And his last music video he dropped on his YouTube channel called MJ. Geezy Loc was a very lyrical and talented rapper, but he was also known in the streets and had a few run-ins with the law. In this video we are going to be taking a look into the Toronto rapper, Geezy Loc. So Geezy Loc is from Tandridge, Crescent, an area in the Rexdale neighborhood that is known for lots of violence, shootings, drug trafficking, and overall being an impoverished community. It is located at the city's northwest and that's called Thistle Town. Tandridge Crescent can be seen situated right by Albion Road and Elmerts Drive, with lots of TCHC-owned townhouses around, as well as a couple of high-rises in the area. Back in the late 1990s, Tandridge Crescent adapted the Crips set from being heavily influenced by a much more older Crips set, which was the Jamestown Crips. From then on the Tandridge Crips, as well as other communities nearby, formed a much more bigger group and strengthened in numbers of Crips, thus helped push the agenda forward. I won't get into the details as to how they got heavily influenced or how it strengthened over a major event, as it's for another video. Geezy Loc can be seen repping a group called A2H, which stands for Addicted to the Hustle, a moniker often labeled or shouted out in his music videos, which Geezy Loc often can be seen with rappers like Geezy Loc.
Made a little paper, got some haters, that's how life goes. Really shouldn't be here, so for that I make a nice toast. Have a dirty past, that's the reason why I fight ghosts. They stay talking to me, the devil stay rocking with
Millen, T-Grams, Bino, to name a few, is a collect group through A2H presence in music videos. But later on, Geezy Loc, another Tandridge Crip rapper, affiliated himself with another group called F4TG, which stands for Fit for the Grind. Geezy Loc can be seen repping this group later on consistently in his music, specifically in his newer music videos and on his merch as well.
Yeah, I gotta move that shit, now I gotta move that grip right now. Yeah, I had to move that zip till I turn it to a whole damn brick right now. Now I gotta use that stick and you better get your crucifix right now. Better get your casket bought and you better get your suit all picked right now.
Another group Geezy Loc was also very loosely affiliated was the group CTF, with fellow rappers like Half and JG. Geezy Loc also has dropped several projects like Still from the Block Volume 1 in 2009, the G19 mixtape around 2010 or 2011, Still from the Block Volume 2 in 2011, gun manual on datpiff.com in 2013, just to name a few. But rapper Geezy Loc wasn't just productive in music, but also in the streets as well.
And an update for you on a developing story that we're following tonight. Police confirm the man shot in the city's northwest end just this afternoon has now died. Homicide detectives are taking over this investigation. The shooting happened at an Albion Road apartment building near Weston just about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Paramedics say the victim is in his 20s. Right now, police are looking for 3 suspects seen leaving in a black 4-door Audi.
On August 12, 2013, a shooting had occurred in the northwest part of Toronto where 21-year-old Yusuf Ahmed was killed in an apartment complex near Weston and Albion Road. Later on, 3 suspects were arrested. One 19-year-old Emmanuel Anshaw and 2 youth offenders were charged with first-degree murder for the killing of Ahmed. This situation is tied to Christopher McLean aka Geezy Loc, because at the time Albion, or also known as EGWEST, were heavily beefing with the Tandridge Crips. Christopher McLean was known to be one of the leaders and self-styled generals of the Tandridge Crips, as documented. Wherever the Tandridge Crips actively participating in the gang war, McLean was found to be there as well. So with that being said, there were several instances and documentation of retaliatory shootings that was happening within both sides of the neighborhood. The shootings that occurred on the plaza nearby on both Albion and Tandridge neighborhoods were often documented as habitual because of both sides wanted to claim the plaza that was nearby, being as part of their own turf, which then lead to Albion, or also known as EGWEST, to come to Tandridge Crescent neighborhood and shoot up the area. This would later again lead up to the Tandridge Crips to do the same thing in EGWEST. Geezy Loc's name Christopher McLean kept on coming up in the documents as mentioned. In one case, on March 10, 2013, Geezy Loc's name was caught up in a situation where Toronto Police Services reported that a young Somali man with curly hair was being pistol whipped in an abandoned unit, number 1038, in Tandridge Crescent. When Toronto Police Services arrived and entered the unit, they found 3 individuals named Gordon Fair, Antonio Barnett, and Christopher McLean aka Geezy Loc, that was known to be from Tandridge area, while the 3rd person named Yaya Diblaw was locked in the bathroom and was identified being from the Albion area. When questioned by TPS about the injuries, Diblaw replied, "Those are my bros." Yaya Diblaw, who was known to police in a prior event, where he threatened to shoot up Tandridge and even went as far as letting the residents know to stay inside before doing the heinous act. On April 8, 2013, Geezy Loc's name also came up, as he was caught on CCTV entering an underground garage at Tandridge Crescent. But a couple minutes prior to that, there was a dispute between a man named Abdi Rahman Mahmoud, who was approached by 2 men believed to be from the Tandridge area in hoodies, asking what neighborhood Mahmoud is from. This confrontation led to Mahmoud to quickly run once he saw the gun in their hands. Once the hoodie men saw Mahmoud running, that's when they chased after him and shot multiple times in his direction. Several minutes later at the same time, Geezy Loc was caught heading towards an inoperable car that was parked in the underground parking at the time, to which was owned by an individual named Mane. This car was said to believe to be a hidden stash spot for weapons and drugs being used and stored there. Thus, Geezy Loc can be seen being near the car for a few moments until seen quickly leaving in a hurry. After a few minutes later, after the shooting had occurred, Geezy Loc can be seen returning to the same inoperable car and casually walking away. The last instances of Geezy Loc's name being documented was on November 8, 2015, when Toronto Police Services received reports of gunshots ringing out in the area of 937 Tandridge Crescent. They quickly arrived to the scene only to see and locate a .45 caliber shell casings and 3 obvious bullet strikes. 2 individuals were found nearby, and those were Gordon Fair and Geezy Loc, both reported by TPS to be members of the Tandridge Crips, which nothing in the document states something happened afterwards to both Gordon Fair and Geezy Loc. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any more solid information with regarding to Geezy Loc, as some of the information isn't accessible or has been deleted online for a while. There has been, though, some speculations about Geezy Loc having run-ins with the law, but no actual proof of records for it. Also, I found that there was a lot friction pertaining another group with the Tandridge rapper, but again there's no solid proof. So, I will just stick with what I know and the hard-cold facts. Geezy Loc's music career was looking promising and was garnering a lot of respect, views throughout YouTube and in the streets. But sadly that career has been cut short, as on June 3, 2016 Toronto rapper Geezy Loc was being followed by 2 individuals in a black sedan near Weston Road and Finch Avenue. Once Geezy Loc was at a parking lot behind an apartment building near Imogen Avenue. That's when it was reported by TPS he was unfortunately gunned down. Based on report, it was said to believe that the shooting was targeted and they wanted him killed, but the reason still remains unknown. I couldn't find any details as to what had happened afterwards. But it's unfortunate seeing another talented rapper losing their life due to gun violence. All I can say is rest in peace Geezy Loc, and my condolences go towards his close friends and his family. I hope you liked the video I did, and make sure to leave a comment down below for what topic I should do next, and make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.